Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm referred to as the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff organizations for more than 40 years. Today I'm going to give you one of those tough interview questions that organizations love to ask. It's not that anything is tricky, but everything has an impact upon how they look at you, how they see you, how they think about you going forward. And this question I really enjoy. Ready? So, tell me about the most boring job you've ever had. Ooh, very dramatic. Most boring job you've ever had. Now, if you're already established professional, it's unlikely you're going to get this. This is geared more toward inexperienced people because the interview doesn't have a lot of benchmarks for figuring out whether or not to hire you. So they look for ways where you're going to disqualify yourself. Now, there are two ways of approaching this. And I'll give you what most people do is that they actually talk about a job. If you're going to do that, you talk about something when you were much younger. So, for example, in my case, I would talk about the time where I was in high school and I worked as a messenger and how boring it was to arrive at different people's offices to pick up an envelope and to bring it somewhere else. And, the issue with giving an answer about the actual most boring job is that, number one, firms start to think of you in the context of being the messenger guy or some other demeaning way of thinking of you. So it's not really the desirable way of doing it. But if you're not comfortable with this next approach, then always talk about something when you were, quote, much younger. And you didn't really get it. And you'll understand why when I talk about the second one. The second way of answering this question I happen to like. It's very slick, it's very smart, and it allows you to really sell yourself in unique ways. And thus, when you're asked, what's the most boring job you've ever had, you can respond by saying, and you start looking like you're thinking about it, because remember, interviewing has a degree of acting involved with it. You never want to seem like you're so rehearsed that you have all these answers at the tip of your fingertips. You always want to make it seem like you're thinking about things as though this is the first time you ever heard this brilliant question. So you pause for a second and go, when I think about it, I don't think I've ever been bored in a job that I've had. And maybe it goes back to that philosophy I have. It's kind of like an actor where there are no small parts. Every job has a relevance and a meaning to it that I figured out. So that even in what some people would consider a menial job, I always found purpose and drive and determination to it. And then you give one example of a job that you might have held that might seem to this person, in your opinion, much less than where you are now. And how you worked hard and you were diligent and you turned great numbers or put in a great performance, got lots of praise, became the example for the team, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. So always try and make lemonade out of the lemon is the philosophy here. Always talk in terms of how you didn't really fall prey to the prevailing wisdom of this being a dull, boring job. That instead what you did was you put in your best effort because every job has a purpose to it. You're hired, you're paid, they expect your best effort, and that's what you give them. So this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I hope you liked today's video. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, click the like button that's down below and let people know that it was helpful. It'll help them. It'll help me with my rankings with YouTube. So please do click the like button, maybe write a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, which is The Big Game Hunter TV. That's all one word. The Big Game Hunter TV. And you'll get notices whenever I do a new video. Now, you can also come over to my website, which is jeffaltman.com, and watch my videos there. And if you do, while you're at my site, sign up for a complimentary subscription to No BS Job Search Advice e-zine, which I publish Tuesdays. It has advice for job hunters that's good anywhere in the world. You can read previous articles I've written for the e-zine there. You can watch other videos, of course. You can listen to podcasts on my radio show, No BS Job Search Advice Radio. You can post your resume to more than 50 sites from mine, search positions I'm recruiting for, find out about my coaching program, which is called VIP personal search agent. So there's just lots of stuff that you can do at jeffoaltman.com. So come over to the website and go explore it. 2 final things, if I may. First of all, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send me a connection request. That address is linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. Ooh, the chimes. I accept connection requests from people all over the world, except if you're a third-party recruiter or in a country known for scams or spam. Finally, if your firm is trying to hire someone, or if you're the hiring manager and you're trying to hire someone, send me an email at the address below. Let me know who to contact and whether or not I can mention your name. I'd love to help your firm staff some positions. This is Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.